is, because I'm not getting anything yet. Okay, we are good. Just blocking the light a little bit, because it's a little bright. There. That makes it a little bit better on my front. Oh, sorry. That's good. And with that, konnichiwa minasan and welcome back. Kickity Shuba, and it's time for us to continue our playthrough of Trials of Mana. I did ask if you guys wanted me to play Spider-Man first, but I figured since we were kind of deep into this game already, we may as well just go with what we got. So, last time we were playing with our main beastman, good old Kevin. And I'm realizing that in some spots, whenever I'm playing the game solo, parts of the screen are cut off on my TV for some reason. I don't know why. I can't fix that. But either way, we started our journey. We found out that through some weird means of some crazy guy corrupting Kevin's best friend Carl, well, Kevin accidentally killed his best friend, and now he knows who's responsible. His dad, the king of the beastmen. So now he's on a quest to go and find the priest of Wendel and see if he can, well, basically bring his friend back from the dead. I don't know if he's gonna really do that based on what the guy who told him to go see the priest was. I got some major red flags waving, but we'll see. Okay, that's good to hear. So yeah, we're gonna continue on our journey towards the. And we can't get through that cave because there's a barrier blocked. And I have been playing through some playthroughs on the side, just for reference sake. In fact, I'm gonna talk to this guy for a second.
Welcome.
And just to give you an idea, I've got a few save files, practicing with each character a little bit, so I have an idea of what we're going through. And I've got some practice with each of the characters, and what makes them tick, in a way. But for now, we're gonna go on with our gameplay. I mean, actually, there's some things that I felt we need to do really quick. Ideally, I'm gonna want to do some of these for an hour, but I'm gonna extend it a little bit, and we'll see what we can do. So basically, I'm just seeing if we can find some more loot. And, the more loot we find right now, the easier we can get certain items. So yeah, good to know that my audio is doing good. Just gonna check to make sure the chat on the side is still going strong. I can't really do anything now, but if I'm able to, I'll make sure to get some new items. Oh, sure, go ahead. Honestly, I was considering for the next D&D brew, I wanted to do a trio of characters from Trials of Mana as soon as I finish up my next. I get votes on which 3 characters from Trials of Mana I should do after I finish off my road build.
Lots of wares to browse.
I don't have enough here.
Come again.
Hopefully, I'll be able to get some more currency to get more weapon power later, but anything can be helpful right now. So what do you have in mind, TV? Feel free to shoot it while I search for something real quick. Phantasmal light will bring the destruction of the town. That's ominous. And I had a chance to look over what the heck that was from playing through other playthroughs. But no spoilers there. I'm gonna do something here really quick. Oh, I see. We will have to consider that. I'm not entirely sure what yet, but we'll need to figure out how to translate his moveset into D&D and figure out how to work his supernatural powers in. That is something interesting to note. But for now, let's focus on the gameplay. Let's focus on the game. Okay, so I did get some loot. But actually, I'm just going to get back and we can focus on the storyline. I don't want to get too sidetracked now. We can do it more when we're going through the rest of the game. So we're just going to head right back to the inn. And we'll see what happens. Chat broke under me again. And I'm looking at my laptop. That's the only way I'm able to see you guys right now. And for the record, of all the characters that I've had a little bit of practice with as of right now, I think my favorites are, well, Kevin's obviously high on my ranking for my favorite characters.
Welcome.
I'm gonna rest for the evening here. So, wait, hold on. Well, that kind of depends. I'll have to look that over and see which fits best, because based on some of his powers, he may require some necrotic damage, and I don't know if druids can do that. Hello, what's this? This should get us back on the plot.
Huh?
I wonder what that is.
What the?
A light.
A light?
Yeah. A little strange. Now, we have heard someone mention a light previously. So, what's going on? My eyes aren't playing tricks on me. You saw the light too, didn't you? Well, how big? Well, based on that light, that could mean something bad.
Flying light? What was it? Never seen anything like that. Where did it go? I should follow.
But yeah, I'll definitely consider that. And I'll let you know when I'm gonna do that, TV. For now, we've got ourselves some stuff to get through here. And I did figure out how to do the training, the level ups for this. But I'll do it when we get to level 4. Hopefully you guys will understand. Thankfully, there's more combat here right now than there was with some other games. Okay, so we got more money, or the lucre. Lucre is the currency of this game, by the way. So, do you have anything else that you wanted to bring up, TV? I'll be more than willing to talk about it right now. Because it's just the two of us. We got plenty of our... Wait, where are you going? That's weird. Every time I finish a battle, this thing just flies over here. I will have to take note of some items on the way. There's a chest over here that I missed, but we can find more of them on the way. Well, some of them are kind of self-explanatory, but it really depends on what route you want to take them. Kevin, I'd actually see very heavily as a monk of all things, because monks are clearly the only melee, and the only ones from D&D that actually would qualify as a healer class. Well, not a healer, but like, they would be melee and they could use unarmed strikes. Hawkeye, and he's a very clear rogue character, since he's a thief, and it usually falls under that archetype. And I can modify that as needed. Reese is kind of a tricky one, since she's mainly a polearm user. Summoning-wise, that would be interesting. I'm not sure what that would qualify her as, but until I can figure that out, I'm putting her under a fighter. Charlotte is a clear cleric. It's even in her class name here in the game. For Angela, well, I hope that's okay. Angela, I would actually qualify as more of a wizard type of character, because she is a spellcaster first and foremost, but she has to do a lot more learning of her spells and figuring things out. Whereas wizards can learn their magic, and they learn in order to figure out their magic. Sorcerers get their magic from anywhere. They can get it from nothing. And for Duran, I'd actually qualify him as an actual fighter right now, because he's so flexible. But he does have the capacity to become a paladin or even a barbarian berserker. Depends on which route you want to take. So it really depends on whatever you're aiming to build. So I'm gonna have to rework that when I get to those builds. Let's see what's up with this light. A fairy.
You... alive?
I'm all right. Oh, who are you?
I am Kevin from Ferolia. Saw the light.
I see. I have no other option. So I suppose you'll do. Hold on.
What?
What?
Oh, never mind. I'll tell you later. Please, I need you to take me to the Priest of Light in Wendel. I can't fly any further on my own.
Fine by me. Going to Wendel too. But... Cascade Cavern. Can't get through right now.
That is a good
I can
point.
get us through the barrier. But we need to hurry. Something has happened to the Sanctuary of Mana.
The Sanctuary of Mana? Wait.
What in the... What happened?
Ah! What happened? Was it... Astoria? Gotta go back.
Oh boy.
We need to get going. Let me rest inside you for a bit. You won't
What?
see me, but don't worry, I'm still here.
Wait. What are you...
Wait. What?
Don't delay. We must see to Astoria.
Ah! She's... in my head? Ah!
Oh, that's
Hurry.
weird. Well,
On it.
but yeah, clarifying on your question, TV, most of the classes for these characters are pretty self-explanatory. There may be some stretches, but...
So, why are you heading to Wendel?
Priest of Light can save Carl. Bring him back.
Well, I see you haven't had an easy time yourself.
But yeah, most of the time, the classes for these characters are actually pretty simple to figure out. Yeah, that is weird. I don't think anybody will actually hear her, though, so that's kind of pointless. Nope. Yeah, so you get some perks and extra EXP if you beat an enemy before they attack you. Or without taking damage and all that. That was easy. But yeah, and that would be pretty simple to figure out the classes for some of these characters. But again, kind of depends on whatever you're aiming for. I may even consider, unless I figure out a shifter race for Kevin, I think he might even fit partially into a druid class for, yeah, he might fit partially into a druid class for combat just for the sake of having the certain abilities. Now on to the next area, or back to Astoria, and we'll see what is happening. Okay, those combos actually can be helpful, and I've done that. Let's see here. Oh boy. This be bad.
What happened? Where are the humans?
This looks like the work of beastmen.
Cowards!
There is no time to waste. We have to get to the Priest of Light as soon as possible. Wendel is in danger.
And yet the game gives us time to explore this area. But as you can see, a lot of this area has gotten wrecked. New chests pop open where there weren't any before, and we find more items. So, despite the fact that in story the characters want you to hurry, the game gives you incentive to stick around and find some more loot. So, that's a little counterintuitive. Still, I definitely like how they're handling this so far. And again, having played all the characters for at least up to this point before you have to get back to Cascade Cavern, mostly, I'm still not a fan of Angela as of right now, I kind of like how they're handling it. Making sure every character gets an opportunity to develop in their own ways, no matter which plot you take, and you actually have the opportunity to, you actually get the opportunity to interact with each of these characters, even if you didn't choose any of them for your party. So that's definitely a plus. Hey, Muck. Before you say anything, no, there haven't been any mimics yet. I haven't encountered them. Just because this is made by Square, and we see a lot of chests in this fantasy-style game, we are not encountering any mimics yet. I'm just gathering whatever loot I can before we move off to finish up that in the next area, because clearly there's a lot happening, and we're running out of, and we're going to be running into some daylight soon, so I need to hurry. Well, back off to Cascade Cavern then. I hope you're doing well. That could actually work. I can actually see that being more likely. Although Sentient Rock is not a race so far, I may have to modify that part. But we can still figure something out that can provide some of the perks that a gem actually has in game.
Got you!
I'm so close to level 4. Oh, here's our next party member. It's Reese.
Pardon me, but I believe there is a barrier blocking the cavern route to Holy City Wendel. I do not suppose you know a way around it?
Oh, actually...
We know someone who can help. The fairy.
A fairy can get through the barrier!
Yeah.
Oh my. I believe I saw Fairy's light in the forest last night, but I was unable to investigate because of the beastmen in the area. Would you mind terribly if I were to accompany you? In truth?
To answer your question, TV, I think Garnet might be the best option here. And we have an opportunity here in game to do something that you might not be able to see later. What would you guys like to... Would you guys like me to continue with the main story? Or would you like to have me play through Reese's flashback chapter? It's basically you playing through their prologue chapter from their opening, but you won't be able to save and whatnot. So what do you think? Do you want me to play through Reese's chapter? Or do you want me to just keep going ahead and you can see her quick flashback? Just tell me real quick and I'll get to that. I hope that answers your question though, TV, with me picking Garnet of all characters first. We could easily pick another gem another time if you want to do that. But I really need an answer from at least one of you guys. Do you want me to play through the flashback chapter? Or, actually, you know what? We'll save that for another playthrough, because that cuts into what time that we've got right now. So instead, yeah, we can do Reese's flashback chapter another time when we actually start with Reese as the main character. So we're just gonna breeze through her flashback real quick.
I am the princess of the Kingdom of Laurent, as well as the captain of the Amazon Guard, since my mother passed. Agents from the Thieves of Navarre tricked my brother Elliot into letting them into the depths of the Citadel. They managed to stop the protective winds of the peaks. With the winds gone, the sleep spores incapacitated the Amazon Guards, allowing the thieves to burn the Citadel. They never stood a chance. Not even my father. The king survived. Laurent is completely overrun. And my brother Elliot is missing. Taken by the enemy. I will find those fiends and save Elliot for my father and my country. And also for me. Laurent will not be defeated, but I have not yet the power to restore my country. Nor find my brother on my own. My father once told me that His Eminence, Wendel's Priest of Light, would offer guidance if ever I were in trouble. That is why I am here. Oh, I have not yet introduced myself. I am Reese. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Reese has joined the party. And now we've got multiple characters to work with, so we can alternate between Kevin and Reese at any time. Although instead of getting the character to teleport to you, or like you teleport to where the character is, it's more like...
Allow me!
On it!
Like they literally teleport their own places, swapping every once in a while. But, yeah. What do you guys think of Reese's backstory? Just let me know about that as we try and get through the barrier. Oh, Kevin!
So impatient. Give me a moment. I'll get rid of the barrier.
Alright. Thanks, Barry. You really need a better name than that. Nice.
There. You should be fine now.
Thank you. So, off to Wendel. And Kevin will hopefully level up when we're in the cave. Interesting way to escape the battle. Yeah. Here we are, Cascade Cavern. You get a quick preview of some of the enemies here. But remember Navarre, because one of our other party members will be from there. And it kind of conflicts with the characters.
All by yourself, yes? That is hard.
I am captain of the Amazon Guard. I am quite proficient with a lance or spear.
Yes, we will work well together. Been on my own a long time. It's good to have a companion. Stronger than ever.
All right. And Kevin finally leveled up. So I can finally show you guys how to do this proper. So you have the opportunity to pick between different stats here. So strength is actually the physical power of the character. Stamina is their constitution and dexterity combined, so it's their agility and stuff. Intelligence is more their physical magic, their magic attack power that they can use when it comes to spells. Spirit is more on the healing side of things, where they're more support magic. And luck is basically what it sounds like. Luck. So for now, I'm just going to upgrade up to this level of strength for Kevin. I don't think they're Zubats, but I do see what you mean. And we also get an ability that I'm going to equip. some of these abilities can actually be shared between different characters based on the icon. And I think I'm also going to upgrade Reese, which, if I remember right, I think I'm going to do her luck stat. And again, you can actually choose any ability that you want to attach on if they share that. So I'm going to go ahead and use Forsake on Reese, and on Kevin, I'm going to take Pinpoint from Reese and attach it to him. So that's actually a cool thing to note. Although you're only locked 2 abilities at a time, as most of them are locked classes. But yeah, Zubats galore. Zubat, Zubat, Zubat everywhere. Zubat everywhere. This is dumb. Yeah, just had to do that really quick. You can see some of these, and you'll know at one point, with final day changing, it's going to affect your character's actual stats. I mean, not stats, but for Kevin, you'll know because he'll turn to werewolf at night, whereas in the day he won't. So, let's see. So, Holy City Wendel, let's focus on that route.
Minute. Defeated quickly and move. Next.
Allow me.
Victory is easy with
On it.
Yeah, so it's quite helpful to swap between the characters on the fly. And yeah, I got that spoof from someone else. And like Nate wants to battle, honestly.
Menace. Defeated quickly and move.
pause.
Run. Hurry. Let's move. Menace. Defeated quickly and one down. One down. Stronger than you think.
Allow me.
Dark vision thanks to my blood. Don't worry.
Dark vision. Is it? I wonder if that's a reference to D&D. Okay, yeah, I see that. Let me jump. Need to get that really quick. Nope, can't get there. Yeah, I know. Shoot.
On it.
Allow me.
So I'm gonna head up here really quick. And we'll get some upgrades for our characters just to get them some levels here.
Take down the enemy.
Okay. Well fought.
On it. On it.
We should leave this dark and treacherous terrain.
Okay, so I'm also managed to figure out how to work some of the items in this game. But we need to be quick about it. Let's move on to the next area. Now, if we had picked Charlotte, as I found out last night, for our second party member, we would have gotten her around here.
Help me!
Well, Charlotte.
Holly!
You alright?
Oh, I thought it was Agana, but you saved me! I'm Charlotte. I'm a famous beauty from Wendel.
Danger is here. Go home. Okay?
But
Yeah.
I
don't know
grew
if
up
you
with
can-
no parents, but there was one priest in Wendel that was always nice to me. Heath was kind and helpful. He took care of me. My grandpa asked Heath to go to Astoria to look into something for the temple. But I got a really, really bad feeling about it. I didn't want anything to happen to Heath. So I followed him in secret. and didn't tell Grandpa when I left the temple that night. By a horrible twist of fate, a creepy-looking man took Heath away right when I finally found him again.
Charlotte. Feel bad for her. Again, if we had picked Charlotte for our second companion, we would have gotten her here.
And then I couldn't even get back to Wendel because of the barrier. Until you opened a path through the cavern for me. I got a little lost on the way. And fell down. If you hadn't been there, it would have been good night, Charlotte. That was close.
Fine. You can come with. On my way to Wendel to see the priest anyway.
Oh,
Yeah.
you want to see Grandpa? Why didn't you say so? You didn't know it, but you helped your chances. I'm actually the granddaughter of the priest of light. But, you know, Wendel isn't far from here. You might need my help getting there, but I don't need your help getting home. Take care that you don't get lost. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Because we didn't pick her as a main party member, she doesn't join us.
Can she make it to Wendel alone?
Good question. Yeah. As I found out, certain characters actually have different supporting characters interact with other party members, whether or not you have them in your actual party or not. So for Kevin, Charlotte is obviously connected via that creepy gesture that they interact with.
Allow me.
With Duran, he's connected to
Hostile entities! Be careful!
Angela by the Crimson by the
We
antagonist
should
from
continue
his
on our
plot.
journey as planned.
Yeah. Aside from, yeah, Duran's connected to Angela by a villain on their plot, and, Reese is actually connected
Hostile
to
entities! Be careful!
our character from Navarro, as you'll see on the way.
Stay true! Victory is easy with reliable companions.
Hey Sean, good to see you. So, we just managed to get a little bit of ways into the game already.
On it! We should work together to defeat this threat! The area is clear of threats. We have earned a rest.
Yeah, as soon as we figure out where to go. Thankfully, the map's helpful on this part. Okay, so we're out, and there's Wendel. How about that? We are a lot closer than we thought. Reese? Reese, where did you... That's weird. Reese just vanished. Well, I guess we'll find her shortly. She'll be joining us on this one, so... Oh, cool. Hopefully I can get the chance to check that out. Oh, so this little guy must be wearing... Okay, that helps a little bit. So Not by much, but we can get a chest. Let's see here. Okay. That's interesting. Well, let's get into Wendel and see where we're going from here. What the? Oh. We just ended up walking right into the city. Hopefully Charlotte will be okay. Maybe next time I do this, I'm gonna have Charlotte as the
Wendel!
second part.
I can bring Carl back!
Thank you so much for taking me here. Hurry! We need to request an audience with His Eminence.
Alright. This gives me a chance to kind of explore really quick, but we also need to make sure we get to see the priest. We got plenty of loot here, so hopefully I can get some items. Ah, nuts, really? Why does it have to be an evening when we can get the items? Kind of in need of weapons.
Huh.
Speaking of weapons,
Welcome. Lots of wares to browse.
thankfully I got enough for these.
Nice!
This is useful.
So I got an extra iron knuckle by mistake, so I'm gonna sell that. I think I'm good right now on this anyway.
Come again.
But yeah, I'll definitely keep an eye out on that piece of information you mentioned, TV. Let's see, can I get any armor anywhere here? Perfect. Let's see if I have enough.
Welcome. Lots of wares to browse.
Oh, so we got enough for each of these.
We'll use this.
I had wanted this.
Come again.
So let's see here. This doesn't change our character's appearance that much, aside from whatever gear you got. Well, the weapons themselves change, but not the actual appearance of the character until a certain point. Well, that might be a good idea. I'm honestly not sure where they came up with that dance for this. As far as I know, I mean, it could be something that's in the original SNES version of the game, but I haven't actually seen that one. If I get the Switch collection of this series, I may check that, but I don't know for sure how that works. Now we need to see the priest. Not sure how we will, but we'll figure that out. Let's see where we go from here. Oh, great. Oh, good. There's the map. Now we can figure out where to go. I want to take a quick look for items, though. You can never tell when you can find something helpful. Let's see here. Okay, so we can enter. That's good. There's the priest. Let's see what he has to say to us. Oop, didn't need to jump. Now we can figure out what's going on.
Please, accept the Goddess of Manners' blessings.
Priest! Carl! Bring Carl back! Friend. He's my only friend. Carl, the wolf pup.
What is your name, son? I see. Listen well, Kevin. The gift of life comes with the inevitability of death. Nothing can replace a life lost, nor bring back a soul who is no longer with us. That is why the gift is so precious. But death is simply how new life begins. Though Carl cannot return to his previous life, his soul will live on in your heart. Do you understand?
This is a lot for him to take.
But... Carl... he's...
Keep the memory of him alive in your heart, young one. And someday Carl may be reborn into your life again. Do not give up hope.
No! This is the King's fault! Won't forgive him for what he did! To Carl!
Easy there.
I am Reese, the Princess of Laurent. My country was set upon by the thieves of Navarro. My father, the king, is dead. And my brother is missing. I was unable to save my father and country. But I will not stop until I find my brother. Please, Your Eminence, I need your guidance.
No! Laurent has fallen? I fear that without the help of the Goddess of Mana, there is nothing I can do to help your kingdom. There is no other way to bring Laurent back to its former glory.
Wait! I have something to say. Your Eminence, please listen. I have come from the Sanctuary of Mana to tell you that the Mana Tree is withering. Mana power grows weaker by the day.
Withering? But without the Mana Tree, the seals on the Mana Stones will break. The Benevodons will be released into the world.
No... Huh?
You're acting like this doesn't affect you. You've been chosen by Fairy. This means that you alone can retrieve the Sword of Mana from the Sanctuary.
Wait, what?
What? Fairy? What's he talking about?
Good question.
I'm sorry, but the mana in the world's so depleted. A fairy can't leave the sanctuary for long without a host. If I hadn't found you, I wouldn't have made it.
Wow.
But Fairy's better now, yeah? We made it to Wendel. You do not need me anymore, so go to the old man instead.
Seriously?
Would that I were able to bear your burden. However, once a fairy finds a host, they are bound to them for their whole life. Only death can part them.
Huh? Don't need a mana sword. I need revenge on the one who hurt Carl. Can't get distracted.
Easy,
Kevin, I'm sure you already know you don't have the strength to defeat the king. But with the Sword of Mana, you would.
Well, isn't that interesting?
What? Stronger than the king? Really? But what is the Sword of Mana?
Yeah, he doesn't know it.
The Sword of Mana is the embodiment of the ancient power of Mana, guiding force of spirits.
Ooh.
It is an
excellent.
alternate form of the golden wand used to create the world itself.
Huh.
The one who holds the Mana Sword gains awesome power. The sword lies in the roots of the Mana Tree, waiting.
Whew. It's a lot.
Before the Mana Tree withers completely, you must reclaim the sword and and awaken the goddess of mana once more. She alone can bring peace to the realm and grant your wish.
I get that sword. I can defeat the king? Done! Where is the, sanctuary of mana?
I am so sorry. But with mana so depleted, I don't have enough power to open the portal to the sanctuary. Not by myself.
Throughout the world are 8 points of mana energy, mana stones, sealing away the fearsome Benevodons. If you activate the mana stones, the portal connecting our world to the sanctuary of mana should appear.
Huh.
Through that portal is the sanctuary. However, you should know that the energy inside the 8 mana stones was sealed on purpose as the mana goddess began her slumber.
What do I do?
In ages past, there once was an ancient spell used to control the energy from the mana stones and bend it to the user's will. However, countries refused to allow each other any control of the spell and use of the mana stones. The war that followed caused unspeakable damage. It was nearly as destructive as the sealed Benevodons. The survivors cursed the magic to avoid future tragedy and forbade anyone from using it. Now the life of any person who uses the spell will be forfeit. There is no longer anyone alive who knows how to work this cursed spell.
No hope?
There may be one way. If we borrow the powers of the elemental spirits that reside near the mana stones instead, I can combine their powers with what remains of mine to open the portal for everyone.
Risky move.
Splendid! This is a relief. If you wish to find a mana stone, I've heard many say that the light stone is in Cascade Cavern, guarded by the elemental Lumina. It is the cavern you pass through in order to reach here.
Huh.
Take Fairy. With what remains of her power, she can help you find Lumina in the cavern. See if you may borrow his light powers.
Interesting.
Please, allow me to accompany you, Fairy. My kingdom is important, but we cannot allow the Tree of Mana to wither and die. It would be catastrophic.
Thank you, Reese. I know that the Goddess of Mana will grant you the power to save your kingdom.
Thank you.
Yeah, to answer your questions, yes. Okay, the Priest of... Oh, I got an achievement, finally. The Priest of Light's fate has granted you a new ability. We'll have to check that in a bit. But to answer the questions, yes, Fairy basically chooses the first main party member that you're playing as, no matter who you're... and chooses your party members for the rest of the playthrough. Meaning if you pick Charlotte, she's going to be that chosen one. If you pick Duran, it's going to be him, etc. And Kevin does have a bit of a one-track mind. He does... I mean, he feels sad about Carl's death, and he does take those words to heart at least. But he's still part beastman, so he does have a one-track mind. Let's see what that ability is. Chain ability. Priest of Light chain ability. Base HP increased by 30. Sweet! Okay, so this is what I was talking about before when you saw something like Forsake, Conflagration, or whatever. Chain abilities can be used by all party members. Learn more abilities by allocating training points and meet people along your journey. You may learn chain abilities from quite unexpected acquaintances. So, that's interesting. Now we just have to go on our way. So we gotta make sure that we head over to into the Cascade Cavern again. We could get the stone. See, we don't have that much in terms of level right now, but we'll be able to get some more level ups on the way. So, as we level up our characters, we're going to get different stat boosts depending on what we're going to be doing. We got 10 minutes left. Hopefully we can get some time in to take care of some of this stuff. Let's see where we go from here. Oops. So we're leaving Wendel and we're going to go back to Cascade Cavern. It's weird that we can't get Reese right now. We're just running around as Kevin. No offense to the guy. Charlotte?
Can I come with? Can I? Please? I heard what you were talking to Grandpa about. You are no simple adventurer. Since you have a quest of your own, I have a favor to ask. I gotta find Heath, and I need your help.
No. Too little for a long journey. We will look for Heath. For you. Don't worry. Go back to your grandpa.
Whittle, huh? Why do people always assume I'm a baby? I'm 15 years old. Got it? 15.
Huh? But I'm 15. No way. Does not matter. You can't come. Now go home. Priest was worried about you.
Come on! I'm just worried about Heath. Please, I really can't come with you. Oh, fine. You are so stubborn and mean. You meanie.
I feel kind of bad about Charlotte now. Yeah, you'd be surprised. Then again, Charlotte does have elven blood in her, so that kind of makes a difference. But yeah, next time I'm considering making Charlotte my third party member, just so that we can have a full party of 3 by the time we get to Lumina. That's actually something interesting to note. I'm gonna keep that in mind. Plus, we get a free healer and we don't have to worry about wasting too much in certain areas. But we can experiment on the way.
Dangerous! Next! Run! Prepared!
Allow me.
No more enemies. Not until next time.
It is unwise to get in our way.
This is how it is done in the wind!
This is talent.
So, that was simple. We're basically leveling up on our way to the boss.
Hostile entity! Be careful! Well fought! Well fought!
The area is clear of threats.
So I think at
We've
this
earned a
point,
rest.
I'm just going to keep going until we find the boss. Or find Lumina. I think that's our boss, though. Give me a second. Okay, slight change of plans. I gotta find the save point as soon as I can, and we can. As soon as we find the save point, and we'll hold off on the progress for now and continue on next time.
Wait, stop.
Now what?
There's mana power coming from the waterfall. See that strange hole? Further up. I bet Lumina is in there.
Interesting. Well, we can't exactly get there from here. We gotta go the long way for this anyway. At one point, I wouldn't mind. For now, though, we're gonna have to finish this.
Menace. Dark vision thanks to my blood. Don't worry.
Alright, so like I said, we gotta
This
hurry
is
this
my
up.
fight.
I gotta
No need
finish.
to trouble yourself. We should leave this dark and treacherous terrain.
Menace. Defeat it quickly and move. Run. Good training.
Okay, so let's head over here. And I'm gonna have to leave this off here. This has been a fun game so far, guys. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what comes next. And yes, I have gotten more on the way with extra characters, but so I'm kind of curious to see how each story kind of plays out a little bit differently with each one. But we'll have to see where we go from here next time. Until then, I hope you guys liked the video. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. All that jazz. And leave a comment below. It's been fun doing this with you guys. But I gotta head out soon. I gotta help out with my folks. But until next time, guys, we're gonna kick it, Shiraba, and you keep it cool, Crossover Kingdom. Johnny.